Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's morning for me. This is Nikki, aka Running Lady. Just wanted to go over my 18-mile long run that happened this Saturday. It was 18.64 to be exact. And it was truly an adventure. I started off running, and one thing I didn't do, I thought I plotted my course correctly, but halfway through I realized I came out at the wrong spot, and I was so turned around. I was like, where am I? It was 5 something in the morning. I had my headlamp on, and I had came up on the back end of a building that I do know, but it was just, I just couldn't get it. My brain was like, where am I? I ended up figuring it out, but the lesson there is make sure you are aware of exactly where you're going, especially if you're going out early in the morning. Second, I was grateful that I ran into a porta potty. Now, although I fueled properly, I had my electrolytes, I had my gel packs, I had my water on. I think, well, I know what happened was I ate Chinese food the night before. Never eat Chinese food the night before, unless you've tested this and, but I wanted some rice and broccoli. That was what I wanted for dinner. And I, let's just say that I paid for it. Thank God I found a porta potty, and I did run by stores. Wawa, if you're not familiar with Wawa, Wawa saved me. But it was an adventure to say. The route had a lot of hills. I don't know why I chose to challenge myself with hills. I also had a new pair of shoes on that I had never wore before. I also wore a pair of socks that I had never wore before, which was a big mistake because at 10 miles, I could feel the start of a blister. And I was like, what is this? I I toughed through. I told myself nothing is permanent. It's just a new sensation coming up. Like I was just repeating that until I got used to the feeling of it. But it was rough. The hills were like up and down slopes. I don't know what you want to call them. I felt like I was on a roller coaster. I was fine till about mile 17. Mile 17, I had to use the bathroom, and I needed to fuel, but I couldn't fuel because I needed to use the bathroom and there was nowhere near. I didn't know. So I was trying to get to my destination because I knew that there was a bathroom there, but I was like, I'm on the road. Like, so, oh gosh. So, one, make sure you test out your socks. Don't try to just break in new shoes without testing it out on a shorter miles before. Stick with something that you're familiar with, your routine. Know where there is bathrooms along your runs if you're one of those people that frequent the bathroom. I'm usually not, but I don't know what happened. But I'm glad I tested it out because I'm going to try to do the, minus the Chinese food, I'm going to try to do the same thing again to see what happens with that. But overall, I hit a wall at mile 17. I struggled for the last mile and 64, 1.64 miles, right? I really had to dig into my mental. I had to like kind of laugh to like encourage myself. Like, and I was like, you got this. But it was rough. I had to walk a few times, and that last mile and point whatever had a lot of little small hills, and I, between needing to use the bathroom and finishing those last miles, and I was just like, I need fuel. I can't fuel. It was really a mental challenge for me. But overall, I finished, and I my feet had blisters, just two small blisters. I say two small blisters, but blister one between my toe and one at the bottom of my left foot. It was irritating enough, but not too bad where I couldn't recover. The next day, I did go out for a 75-minute run, and it took me about 20 minutes to warm up. Around 25 minutes was when I was like, okay, I'm almost there. I see the purpose of running the next day and shaking out those stiffies and so forth. But overall, I thought it was a great experience. Definitely tested me mentally and physically. I built some callus on my feet in my mind, my physical, and I just had to remember to be strong and that this too shall pass. And I think that's one of the reasons why I know that's one of the reasons why I love running. It just always reminds you that you can do things like things that you might not even know you're capable of doing. So, but I digress. I did not plan on making this video this long. I just really just wanted to share what I experienced and the lessons I learned. I hope you take something from this. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember, be well, take good care of yourself, run well. Remember, run to it, not from it. Love you all.